Government News Brief. It is Thursday, January 19, 2017. In the news, the Ministry of Public Infrastructure will commence rehabilitation on the Kumaka Road. A consultant has been retained to advise the government on investing in an oil refinery, and the University of Guyana to conduct a survey to assess challenges affecting the local prison system. Stay tuned for these and other stories. Thank you for staying with us. I am Ranetta Fleur, and now for the details. The Ministry of Public Infrastructure says it will commence rehabilitation of the Kumaka Road. Delon Sancho has the details.
Minister Annette Ferguson yesterday visited the area with a team of technical personnel with the Minister of Indigenous People Affairs, Sydney Allicock, to listen to the residents' concern. The minister says her ministry is responsible for the Linden to Lethem Road, but the state of the road and the region's inability to fix the road, the minister will now have to fix the defects.
Since the Kumaka matter came to our attention, what we have decided as a ministry is that these monies, rather than us, stockpiling the materials, we have, transferred these sums to address the current Kumaka area, right, or problem. So the contractor has given all assurance that work will commence by this weekend.
Minister Ferguson notes that she was advised that by 3 p.m. today, equipment will be deployed into the area and works will commence immediately. The minister adds that she was also informed of the defective bridge in the area and she is committed to repairing these.
I visited areas such as Old England, Northern Hampshire, Kumaka, Three Friends, and Maria Elizabeth. So in these areas, we have like 3 bridges. And I had my team of engineers with me, technical personnel. They would have, conducted an assessment, and what we will do as a ministry, we will actually have a design done before actual works can commence.
The Public Infrastructure Minister says the government remains committed to providing relief to those affected, but there is a process that must be followed.
If MOPI is to undertake the works, this is the system we have to follow. We have to ensure that our procurement procedures are followed before we award these contracts. So, by listening to me, they had an appreciation as to what I was actually saying, and they bought into it, and they agreed that they will all return to their respective homes, right? Because I give them full assurance that MOPI will intervene.
Works will be carried out utilizing funds from the $21 million contract that was signed for works on Lot 13 and Lot 14 of the Linden to Lethem Road, Ferguson said. The contract was awarded to Rims Construction and Incorporated. Delon Sancho for the Government News Brief.
A consultant has been retained to advise the government on whether investing in an oil refinery is a viable economic option. Details in this Paul McAdam report.
In less than 1 month, the government of Guyana will be closer to deciding whether or not it moves forward with the construction of an oil refinery here. Minister of Natural Resources Raphael Trotman says that a consultant has been retained by the government. He will provide a high feasibility assessment on the way forward in 4 weeks.
Both the Minister of Natural Resources, His Excellency the President, and the Minister of Business have received multiple applications for the establishment of or in fact in some instances several oil refineries in Guyana, and we believe that we would and should not rely on our own judgment or knowledge or lack thereof on these issues.
Minister Trotman says that through the auspices of the UK-based Chatham House, Pedro Haas was identified as a suitable candidate. Haas will do a desk review on the feasibility of the oil refinery for government.
If it is that the study tells us that this is feasible, then I believe we will delve further. So in the first instance, it is looking, of course, at demand, availability, prices, the economic landscape, looking ahead, forecasts, and that will determine, of course, some of the decision-making for government.
The services of Pedro Haas was secured through the New Petroleum Producers Group. which was established by the Chatham House that has been involved in assisting Guyana to prepare for oil and gas production. He is expected to complete the assessment within 4 weeks of the date of engagement. He is also the Director of Advisor Services at Hartree Partners in the United States. Hartree Partners is a merchant commodities firm specializing in energy and its associated industries. Paul McAdam for the Government News Brief.
A survey will be conducted by the University of Guyana to help the government determine the way forward on some of the challenges affecting the local prison system. Tiffny Rhodius tells us more.
The Citizen Security Strengthening Program, CSSP, on Wednesday signed a contract with the University of Guyana to conduct a prison survey. The survey will commence at the end of January and is expected to be conducted across the prisons for a period of 6 months. Project manager for the Citizen Security Strengthening Program, Clement says the data will be used to reintegrate ex-offenders.
We look forward to social scientists within the university parsing the data further to extract important findings that are supportive of our efforts to rehabilitate and reintegrate ex-offender.
University of Guyana's Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic Engagements, Dr. Michael Scott, will oversee the research. Dr. Scott says the momentous project will be led by a diverse team from both the Turkine and Tain campuses.
I must say that the team of persons who are going to be engaged in this groundbreaking and significant survey, which I think would be the first of its type in Guyana, would give us an opportunity to have a wide range of data sets across a wide range of areas.
The University of Guyana's 7-member team will be providing training to some 30 students to do the data collection. The survey is part of the third component of the Citizen Security Strengthening Program, which seeks to develop a rehabilitation and reintegration model based on the needs assessments and the outputs of the survey. For the Government News Brief, I'm Tiffny Rogers.
The Ministry of Public Infrastructure has completed several houses for Timeri residents who were relocated due to the Chedi Jagan International Airport expansion project. Zanneel Williams tells us more.
The CJIA expansion project resulted in several residents being relocated due to extended roadworks. Some were given house lots while others were relocated within the area of North Timeri. Valuations were completed on residents' houses and new ones were built based on the proposed value. The developed area will be prepared with roads and utilities including electricity and water, while the land will now be owned by the residents who were squatters. The airport extension works have seen both ends of the runway extended by 710 meters to the northeast and 840 meters to the southwest to date. The project is expected to be completed by November 2017. However, the CJIA Deputy Chief Executive Officer CEO, Andrew Kendall, says the deadline may be a challenge.
I think the project is slightly behind schedule because it was expected to start earlier under the previous administration, but they were encountered some amount of delays. The full reasons to those delays are not quite known to me as yet. So to say that the project has now picked up its momentum and we are expected to complete by November 2017, this year November, and we are high challenged to meet that deadline.
Meanwhile, project manager of China Harbour Engineering Company Limited, Kevin Liu, notes that meetings are being conducted daily to address concerns of meeting the deadline. Liu says construction works are ongoing while the airport operations continue as normal. However, it is a construction challenge. The US $150 million project commenced on January 16, 2013. However, due to several delays, the date was extended to November 2017. The terminal construction is expected to start next week. I am Zanneel Williams for the Government News Brief.
Youths attending the night school pilot program of the Office of the Presidential Advisor on Youth Empowerment are preparing to write the Caribbean Examination Council CXC examinations. Details from Nicola.
The program offers vulnerable youths a chance to have a secondary education. The response from persons attending the pilot program night school has been positive. Several youths attending the night school expressed gratitude for the chance to write the Caribbean Examination Council CXC examinations. Hamid from the Sophia Learning Center says he's happy to be given the opportunity.
I've gone into this program I've got it from a few friends. I've heard about the CSAC program going on here at Sophia, and that's how I got it. Yeah. What I'll be taking from this is that you have a second chance in life to make things right. Because I mean, at first, when I had the opportunity to take CSAC at first at my original school, I totally blew it. And now that I see this opportunity, I take it. So. Yeah.
Hamid notes that the program has allowed him to redeem himself towards becoming a responsible adult. Nicola Clement, another student from the Sophia Learning Center, says the night school program provided her with an opportunity to write the CXC.
I've heard about this program through a friend that was already a member or a student here. So she encouraged me to come, and here I am.
So what are the subjects that you're actually
At present I'm doing office administration and English. For me, I'm already working, so the program is just allowing me now to write CXC because I never get the chance to write CXC. And I'm very thankful that this program has come up, and I'll be looking forward to writing a few more because it's not only the two that I mentioned is offered here, but I'm taking it light.
Okay. Can you tell me the reason why you weren't able to write CXC previously?
I went to high school and everything, and because of financial situation, I did not get a chance to. So now that this opportunity has arrived, I'm grabbing it.
The pilot night school program was launched in 2016 by the Office of Presidential Advisor on Youth Empowerment in the targeted communities of Sophia, Soestdijk, North Romveld, Buxton, Port Kaituma, Sister and Good Intent villages. I'm Nicola for Government News Brief.
That has brought us to the end of today's edition of the Government News Brief. The details of these and other stories can be found on GINA's website. GINA has an active Facebook page, and we encourage you to visit and like us so you can be informed as the news unfolds. You can also visit our website and YouTube channel. Do join us tomorrow for another edition of the Government News Brief. I am Ranetta Fleur. Thank you for watching.